Hi Riley, I'm going to try and make short work of this video as I've given you feedback before, and so I wanted this to be a little bit different. So your biography is great. Remember, you do not want to spend more than 45 seconds on this video. So my name is Riley Busch, and this is a little bit about me. When I say a little bit about you, are you working in the industry? If not, what is your experience, right? You do not have to talk about the why you teach, and do not show your resume. Just focus on this top part. The next thing is thank you so much, and let's get started with my portfolio. NACCE Standard 1 is Child Development and the Learning of Context. For my first, and your presentation is going to look so different because you have interactive components, and everyone else will have most everyone else will use a PowerPoint. So my first artifact for 1A is developmental milestones. Developmental milestones helps teachers understand the developmental period of early childhood from birth to age 8 across physical, cognitive, social, emotional, and linguistic domains. And it is also best practice to use bilingual or multilingual development, especially tailored to the children and families that are in your classroom. And then move on. 1B. So 1B is my artifact is a lesson plan that I created. Lesson plans help teachers understand and value each child as an individual. So what you'll see is, and then you talk about it. Right? How is this one different? How does it help you acknowledge individuality, right? Strengths, experiences. 1C is my newsletter. So things that you're pretty consistent, and that's the one thing I love about this Google site, is that everything is kind of standardized for you. So you'll talk about John Bowlby, you'll talk about the theory of attachment, which I think is amazing because you could also talk about the importance of continuity of care. Standard 2, again, I already went through this before I started recording. So everything is the right font, right size. You've already been evaluated or presented this material, so you've got a leg up. So it really is great. It really is nice touches to everything. And then standard 4. So amazing. And then standard 5, I just want to make sure I didn't forget anything, and I'm always checking for theorists because sometimes I forget. And nope, you have all your theorists. So good, so good. All right, so those were like the big things. Just make sure that you can speak to it every time you have an artifact. So my artifact is the workforce registry, and it helps me engage in continuous collaborative learning. They recently did an update. You could talk about all of those things. But other than that, you really are Jean Piaget's, who I feel connects with standard 6 professionalism, and standard 7 is your 2 internships, and Maria Montessori. So I think you're really at a good spot. Just make sure that you make clear connections on your theorist to your standard. You have time if you are like, maybe this person fits better. So you have time if you wanted to make any adjustments, but I do think that as long as you can clearly connect them, that you're good. Let me know if you have any other questions.